Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another vlog. As you can see, we're here at Ryan's farm. It is raining. I just wanted to come and have a quick look and check up on all of the fields. But it started raining and now I'm kind of stuck in here. I think I was going to just stop here and walk to all of the fields, but I guess I'm going to drive. I just want to check all the grass fields, which is 3. Just have a look at how far they are along and if it's coming up to the point where we will have to harvest. So that's pretty much what I'm doing here now. Apart from that, we have a meeting at 11 o'clock to go pay our fine, which is $11,466. So why did I put my indicator on? So we're gonna have to go do that at 11. I need to remember that because I do not want to be late. So I can definitely not harvest ready yet. So, I mean, to be honest, I don't actually have to check all of the fields. Like, they're all roughly the same. Because they were pretty much planted, or not planted, but cut on and worked at the same time. So, that's fine. As you can see, we have a little bit more money. Ryan paid us. We'll go up that way. So, that's very good. We also today are going to have a look at purchasing another field. So the field just across from us. Now we do have a couple of options, right? So we can buy that one, which currently it is 106,000 something, which is a lot of money, but it is enough or little enough so that we actually have a little bit of money left afterwards, which is kind of why I'm inclined to do that. Or we could save up a little bit more, maybe a couple more months, and buy another field that is only slightly bigger. I'm kind of leaning to just buying this one, getting it done so we can start working on it, rather than... And then we've got a little bit of money left. And in the future, some other fields might open up and we can, you know, or go up for sale, and then we can buy those. You know what I mean? Right, I'm gonna quickly get out. I'm gonna take the GoPro with me. It's gonna be on me, but I won't be talking because the sound's probably gonna be bad. So I'll quickly have a look at the field, just have a quick look, and I'll be right back. Right, pretty much the same as the other one. It's getting there. I think maybe 3 or 4, maybe 5 more weeks, and then we'll be able to harvest this or cut the grass again and get all of that baled and sold again. Which, to be honest, I kind of enjoy that phase because I love the drone, and working with Ryan's equipment is just so cool. Right, I'm gonna do the same. Oh, actually, give me a sec. Hello. All right, so just out of was Ryan, by the way. Just have a massive chat with Ryan about his other farm in the town Elm Creek. It is, like he explained just again, he's mentioned a lot of this before, but it is his largest investment at this point. He's putting pretty much everything this farm makes into that farm to try and get that as big as possible, and he's not quite happy with how it's managed. I did say to him that we are looking at buying another field, and I won't be able to manage both farms, including mine and the dealership as well. He said no, he completely understands. It's not that he wants me to manage it. He just wants me to go have a look and see if I can give the foreman there a bit of guidance on what maybe to do, or give Ryan that guidance, and then Ryan will probably give it to the foreman. There is actually a couple of days coming up soon that the foreman will not be there, so I will have free reign to walk around and, you know, look at everything and make a good informed decision without the input of the foreman. So probably going to be a couple of days trip. So I need to try and sort everything out on this side so everything is golden and we can just go, not worry about everything that's happening here. I will make sure that Nick knows about it all, obviously, and he's got a key for everything, and maybe even try and convince him to take a couple of days off from Clever Motors so that if we get a call, you know, and he sells something, I will obviously give him some money towards that, a percentage, I guess. Right, let's have a quick look at this field. I'll be right back. Yeah, pretty much the same as the other ones. Pretty good to go. Right, so I will try and organize that for the same time that the foreman is gone. It's going to be over a weekend, which is pretty weird. I've not actually done a vlog on a weekend with you guys, so that's going to be interesting. But that's fine. It's good. A little bit of a change in pace, I guess. And I'm very excited to go check out all of his equipment. He says it is quite the operation. So, and for Ryan to say that, to be honest, he doesn't say stuff like that very often. So for him to say that, it's got to be pretty impressive. I'm quite excited to go check that out and spend some time away from home, to be honest. What I might do is take the girlfriend with me, and we might consider it a weekend away, you know. I'll obviously have to kind of work in inverted commas. It's not really work, if I'm honest. It's just going to be walking around on a farm and maybe driving some cool kit, some cool equipment. And yeah, I mean, we're going to stay in the foreman's house. So all paid for, apart from food, obviously. We have to pay for food. And the trip there is paid for by Ryan, as in he'll pay for the fuel and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm very excited to give that a go, to go and have a look at that farm. Right, so there's actually something in here. Okay, so I don't really want to be walking around this entire field while it's raining, because I'm getting the car wet, the truck wet, and I don't want to do that. Right, so I'm gonna just sit a little bit. I think the weather forecast is for it to stop raining soon, so I'm gonna just sit here, do some. Actually, you know what? It's right there, right? Home is right there. So I'm gonna actually drive home, which is a couple of meters, and then I'll do a little bit of admin, and then once it stops raining, I'll walk across and we'll have a quick look at that field and potentially put in an offer. Right. I will see you guys in a little bit. For you guys, it'll be literally a second or two, but it might be a little bit a while for me. So see you guys when the sun is shining. Alright guys, so as you can see, the sun is shining now. It actually took a lot longer, and I ended up having to drive here. Luckily, it stopped raining about 15, maybe 20 minutes ago. I was already inside, so yeah, it's good. I paid the fine, not the fine. It's not a fine. I paid the commission? It's not really commission either. I don't know. I paid the fee, whatever. I'm not happy about it, but I do think that it was a good deal still. We still made, you know, upwards of $60,000. So, yeah, I can't complain. It was the right choice, I think. I think it was. Anyway, right, so we're going to go have a look at that field quickly. And I'm very excited to have a look at the field. And then we might put in an offer. I'm not sure what's in there. It looks kind of like potatoes. But I'm not 100% sure. I don't really feel like working with potatoes, to be honest, because, like, we don't have the equipment for that. We'd have to either buy it or lease it, and I don't really want to buy any more stuff, and I don't really want to be spending money on something that we don't need to. It could be cotton. Could be cotton. Right, I'm gonna have a quick look, and I will, make the decision. I mean, even to be honest, even if it is something that we're not going to be... yeah, that looks like cotton, doesn't it? Still very young. I mean, I'll have to think about how much it's going to cost for us to actually use the... or lease the equipment, if it's potato or cotton. If it's cotton, it's going to be a little bit cheaper than potato. Potato equipment is very expensive. And I think cotton's value is actually a little bit higher as well. So it might still be worth it. And even, to be honest, even if it's not, we can just cultivate it and plant grass. But it would also be kind of fun to do something else, you know? To do something that is not just the usual grass. And they've already put the effort into planting this. So, I mean, it might be worth it. I think it'll be worth it. I think I'm gonna put in an offer. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're gonna put in an offer. I think last I checked, it was 106,000, or 116,000 something. I won't go higher than 107,000. So I will probably put in something around there, and then we'll see. Actually, maybe 95. I can't remember what the price is. I'll have a look, and then we'll make a decision. So I'm gonna drive home, and I'm gonna call the estate agent and tell them I'm ready to make an offer. And then, yeah, we'll see. Hopefully all of this goes through by the end of the day. It should go through. It's not as complicated as having a property or a building on it. It's fields like this is usually fairly simple because there's not any like electric bills and all that kind of stuff that needs to happen. It's literally just an ownership change, and as long as the money goes through quick enough, it's fairly straightforward. So I am fairly confident. It's still pretty early. Ooh, I'm rushing a little bit here. It's still pretty early, so I feel like it should be done by the end of the day. Maybe just a couple of hours. So I'm gonna go give the estate agents a call. I might drive to them, but anyway, I'm gonna give them a call, have a good chat, and see if we can make an offer. So I will see you guys when all of that's done, and when there's any news. Like, we might have it, we might not. They might decline the offer. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, I'll speak to you guys when there are any news regarding the situation. Alright guys, just got the news. The property is now ours. Still a little bit of paperwork to do, but essentially the property is ours, which is really, really cool. I've had also a look at cotton equipment. It is definitely cotton. I spoke to the previous owner now. Sounds cool. And it is cotton. And the cotton equipment is very expensive. We're talking like 13, 14,000 to lease for a day, and I don't know if that's going to be worth it. I'm going to have a look around to maybe some other towns, see if there's some cheaper equipment available. Like, even if we have to buy something secondhand and then sell it, like, I think that's going to be almost better option. You know, there are a lot of cotton fields around here. There's a lot of cotton farmers around here, so that might be worth doing. You know, I think that's going to be the better option, to buy, if we can find something secondhand, and, you know, use it and then sell it again, you know, and then just never do cotton again, because 13, 14,000 for a day lease is just too much. I don't think this will be... We've actually done this before, haven't we? We've harvested this field before, and obviously we don't know what the yield was back then. That was on a contract through the agency, and what was it? Like a bale? It was maybe one bale. I can't remember the cost or how much the contract was worth, but I don't think it was even close to 30. I think it would feel like I wanted like 8 or 9,000. I'll have to go back and look at all the other vlogs, and it's probably on there, but yeah, I don't know. Just don't think leasing that would be worth it. We'll have a look. If worst case scenario, if we get to that point and we cannot do it, and we don't think it's worth it, then, you know, rather than buying that, then maybe we make the decision then to, you know, just get rid of it. Or if at least it'll break even, then it's okay. Then I kind of feel like it's still at least experience, you know, it's still building experience, farming something different, farming arable, which we haven't actually done in quite a while. The only arable field we've ever owned was our very first field, which we never even got to harvest because we moved. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of exciting at the same time, but then also it's adding a little bit of unnecessary stress. But we do now own 2 fields, which is awesome. And they're right next to each other. They're pretty big, to be honest. We're becoming one of the successful farmers in the area. Most farmers here have 2 or 3 fields. And yes, we do have some of the smallest fields here, but at least we're established now. We've got 2 fields. We're making it work. Yes, we have other businesses and other jobs that are helping us to do that. Because to be honest, if it was just this field, we wouldn't be getting a lot of money. we'd be getting, what, like 30,000 maybe twice a year, which is not ideal. That's not really a successful farm. You know, you need to be making a lot more than that, especially if you want to be buying more equipment and expanding. You know, having just one field that makes that, I mean, it's making good money. Don't get me wrong. This field is making good amount of money, but it's just the one field. And now we've got two. Obviously, also, we've got the greenhouse. We might actually invest in maybe putting another one in. Maybe getting some animals. What do you guys think? I kind of like the idea of having an animal of some sort, like a pig or sheep or something. I don't know which one is going to be, because again, when you look at animals, you don't want something that is costing you a lot of work. You know, we don't want to be spending days and days and days and constantly just feeding for very little money. If, like, I'm happy to do that, but it's got to be worth it financially. And obviously we have to look at the cost of setting it up, the cost of running it, where we need more equipment, different equipment, and, you know, how much each animal costs. Like if we get chickens, for example, we know chickens. Chickens are easy. Chickens are cheap. And though they don't make a crap ton of money, they do make a little bit of money. And it's fairly regular. Where, to be honest, I have no idea about sheep, cows, horses, pigs. I don't know. I'm assuming they are more expensive to purchase for each animal. And for the same size, I don't think you can house as many animals. Like, for example, 10 chickens might be equal to 2 pigs in a space, you know. And I mean, we've got a large space here. Don't get me wrong. This is quite a large space. We've got, and we can remove all of these trees and get a nice little animal pen over here, which would be great. But yeah, I just don't know. I just don't know. Definitely need to invest in the farm. Ultimately, I want to be a farmer, right? The dealership is great, and we can actually still put the garages up in the next to the dealership. That will bring us some money in. But ultimately, I want to farm. I want to spend time on the farm, and I do want to play around a little bit with arable. I do want to try some animals. You know, this is what I want to do. I want to be a farmer. I don't want to be a dealership manager or a tractor salesman. I want to farm. Right. I think I've said that about 20 times in this vlog alone. I hope you guys understand, and I hope you guys are as excited as I am. That field is a very good purchase. I think it's gonna make our operation, I mean, it's doubling our operation if you think about it. Our farming operation has been doubled today. It's been a successful day. Can't really complain about that. So yeah, I mean, we're definitely gonna figure out what to do with the cotton. And if we have to cultivate it and get rid of the cotton, then so be it. Then that's just the way it is. If it's going to cost us more than we can make on that, I'll have a look at the other vlogs and see how much we actually, how many bales we actually got out of that. I don't think it was more than one. And if it's only one, I don't think it's going to be worth renting or leasing a cotton harvester. If it's like 2 or 3, then that's a completely different story. Because, you know, if it's 8 grand a bale and it's 3 bales, we're winning. So not by a lot, but we are winning. And then, you know, there's the experience and the enjoyment of doing it. I'm very sure I love doing that for the first time, and doing that on our own field would be so much cooler. Anyway, right, that is enough of me waffling about. I could talk to you guys for days. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please do smash the like button and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Thank you so much for all the support. Don't forget, everything that the video or the channel makes eventually, it's not monetized yet, but when it gets monetized eventually, all of that will be pushed straight back into the farm. So yeah, that's very exciting, and it's just another facet of the business. Anyway, I'm waffling again. Sorry. Hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you all in the next vlog. See ya.